People ask me this all the time, and I usually answer about the same every single time. What is the best first mod for my project car? Whether it's a Miata, an Integra, a Civic, a GTR, your G35, whatever, right? First car that you're building, what's your first mod? Like best bang for the buck. And I always tell everyone, you have to do your tune-ups. Tune-ups and cleaning the car. Because there's nothing worse than buying all the fancy kits and the fancy suspension and intakes and header and all this stuff, but you've neglected the basic tune-up. Your spark plugs are friggin' melted away. You know, your cap and rotor, they're melted away. Your spark plug wires are old as hell, or, you know, gaskets are leaking. And you got oil all over the engine bay. It blows my mind how many people mod their car before doing the major tune-ups. And tune-ups, it's so easy to do. So the Miata build, or the AZ1, I'm sure if you guys go back on my feed, scroll down, you'll see that the first thing I do is I always clean everything. The AZ1 last SEMA, I literally ice blasted the whole chassis. I took the body off, ice blasted the chassis, cleaned every nook and cranny with a brush and simple green, and then pressure washed it, and then ice blasted it again, and put everything together. And then I did my spark plug, cap, rotor, spark plug wires, the gaskets that's leaking, and then an oil change, and a transmission change, or the diff change, the fluid, and then all that stuff, all the fluids swapped. And that just guarantees that your car is gonna run. It's crazy how many cars I see break down with fancy parts because someone didn't want to change his gasket or something, right? So yeah, like Hondas, right? Honda Civics, B18, B16, B series engines are interference engines, meaning if you don't change your timing belt and that shit snaps, your piston is gonna say hello to your valves and you have a broken engine. It's nuts how many people ignore timing belts because you can't see it, it's covered. But that's like one of those major things that you have to, you know, address. So regardless of what car you drive, you have to check spark plugs, spark plug wires, cap and rotor. These are for older cars. If you have a newer car, it's probably like coil on plug. You gotta check your timing belt or timing chain, transmission fluid, diff fluid, oil, you know, your engine oil, and then check gaskets that's leaking. Oh, and water pump, and sometimes oil pump, but it's very rare for oil pump to go bad. Water pump usually you wanna address, and then thermostat. Make a list, and that will apply to every single car that you will buy. Trust me. Don't skimp out on the tune-ups because that's what keeps your car alive. There's no point in buying a fancy body kit, nice suspension, header, intake, exhaust, and fancy LED bulbs if your car won't even run. It's nuts. So yeah, what I'm saying here is very boomer of me, but it's very logical because you want your car to run. You want to drive your car. You want to have fun with your car. You want to go out with your friends on the weekends for cars and coffee and do photo shoots and whatever. But you can't do that if the car's not running. You know, yeah, you have a really nice paperweight. So yeah, apologies if this was not the answer that you guys were looking for, but it's very practical. So, but anyways, after you do all that, then yeah, I would probably start off with intake, header, and exhaust, and then coilovers, and then wheels, and then nice tires, and then your rubber bushings, and then sway bars, and then yeah, that's a good start right there. In that order too. There's nothing worse than buying fancy wheels with no coilovers, because it just looks funny. How do I know? I did it on my Integra my first year. I got T37 Sonics 16s without coilovers. I looked like a 4x4 and just didn't look good. So there you go.